Rams on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball. Rams pregame show starts now.
And good afternoon, GCS BallPark, Sauget, Illinois. It's the IHSA Class 3A Super-Sectional between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Bloomington Purple Raiders. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. I have a bevy of things to talk about here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888 Landers. That's 1-888 Landers. And now, of course, you can ask about free premium detailing for the life of your car next time you have collision repair done at Landers Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. It's the Mount Vernon Rams team, number 40 of the year. Reached a record yesterday, of course, not only with their third sectional title in school history, but getting win number 30 for the first time in the season. Now 38-1. 30-8-1 would probably be the easiest way to say that, so as not to confuse you. But this is the Rams team. They got a big win yesterday, 2-1 over Triad in the sectional championship at Effingham, and look to be super this time. First super sectional appearance for the Rams. I know you say, how can that be, with this being their third sectional title? But up until class expansion of 4 classes, there were no baseball and softball supers.
Nope. You won the sectional. You got to go to Springfield, Peoria, Joliet, wherever they used to have, Caton County. Had them all different places over the years. Used to not have to go through this step, but this is one of those special times of the year when you're playing 2 weeks after school gets out or seniors graduate in Mount Vernon. You get an opportunity to play here. You get an opportunity to play for the Final Four and make a trip north and get a trophy and bring it back this coming weekend.
Of course, both teams looking for an all-expenses-paid trip to Joliet this weekend. Final Four trip on the line. It's the IHSA Super-Sectional. It's live from GCS BallPark in Sauget. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. For the afternoon, it will be mostly sunny and pleasant with a high near 80. Mainly clear skies tonight, low 57. Then tomorrow, partly sunny and warm with a shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high of 82. Clouds and some sunshine for Thursday. Still a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm, high around 80. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
It's hard not to keep dreaming about all the fun that lies ahead in the summer months. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge Chrysler Jeep dealer at King City Chrysler, Mount Vernon. Maybe you need a new Chrysler Town & Country before you head on to a summer vacation. Or perhaps you should look at a new Dodge Grand Caravan before loading up the kids for that next excursion. Right now you can save $2,750 on your new minivan with $2,000 in customer cash plus an owner loyalty discount of $750. Or qualified buyers can choose 0% financing for 60 months. Your summer getaways and family adventures just became a lot easier with these amazing incentives on the Dodge Grand Caravan and Chrysler Town & Country. King City Chrysler has over 25 minivans in stock just for you. Browse our inventory online at kingcitychrysler.com or see one of our associates at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Of course, big or small, Landers Collision Centers fixes them and now details them all. Premium detailing now available at Landers Collision Centers. Call anytime you need them. 1-888 Landers. That's 1-888 Landers. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Good afternoon. Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. Glad to have you with us. IHSA Class 3A Super-Sectional on the line between the 30 and 8-1 Mount Vernon Rams and the 28-10 Bloomington Purple Raiders. Of course, the Purple Raiders come in out of the Big 12 Conference, where they finished the regular season with a 9-3 mark. Winners of the Lincoln Regional, winners of the Springfield Sectional hosted at SHG on Saturday, now come in here just like the Mount Vernon Rams looking for a trip to Joliet this weekend.
It's been a long time. Of course, it's 43 years since Bloomington's been in this position. 70, last time they qualified to state in the old system back then. Of course, Mount Vernon looking to get back to state. Of course, some people might count this as state being the Elite Eight. Some do in basketball, some don't with the new system. Just depends on where you ask. But an opportunity, a golden opportunity here for these two teams. They've had ample rest. Their pitchers are ready to go. You're going to see quality pitching from both sides today, hopefully, in what should be a very good ball game between two schools too far apart to play each other, and only one common opponent. That's East Peoria, and both teams, Mount Vernon and Bloomington, split 2 games with East Peoria. So if that tells you anything or not, it may or may not.
Well, maybe not. Of course, Bloomington gets here via an extra innings win over Chatham Glenwood 9-7 on Saturday at Sacred Heart Griffin High School. And it's the Bloomington team, of course, as you said, won their first sectional in 43 years. Meanwhile, the Rams, almost in this position a time or two with sectional final appearances in 10 and 11. Of course, you can count 95 and 01. The Rams did get to state in those years, but did not have to take that extra step in the Super-Sectional. Of course, now not necessarily an extra step because the Super-Sectional is the Elite Eight. So if you win here today, you're guaranteed a trophy in Joliet this weekend.
And you cut out games, too. You know, back in the day, you could win 2 regional, 2 sectional, win 4 games, you could get state. But you had to win the 5th game in order to get 2 more to get a trophy. Now, you have to win at least 5 to get to the state tournament. Then, of course, it's 7. So you look at that and you go back to the road that Bloomington took here. Last year, 28-win team got upset in the second round of the regional semifinals. 28 wins again this year, beating the likes of Bloomington Central Catholic and Normal U High in the regional. 2 very tough, obviously, private schools and who can do what they want. Then you get to the sectional and get a very good Taylorville baseball team that got a lot of ink in the spring. Follow that up with, and everybody knows about Chatham Glenwood in baseball, beat them in extra innings 9-7. So they have played some outstanding baseball teams to even get to this point. It's kind of like a murderer's row of teams in those first 4 games.
Well, it is. And then you take a look at the Mount Vernon Rams, who pride themselves on a tough schedule during the season. And you look at the 7 of the 8 teams, of course, Mount Vernon being the 8th, that fed into that Effingham sectional. The Rams have played all of them in 2013 and had even played and beaten 2 of the 4A regional champions, in addition to having Belleville, West, and Edwardsville on the schedule. So as far as the southern stretch is concerned, the Rams definitely battle-tested. If you take a look at Bloomington out of the Big 12, a team that's certainly made a nice run over the past few years, finally getting to this point. It should be a dandy here today with their ace going against Tyler Ellis today.
Well, and again, we mentioned the South 7 schools. In any sport, if they want to get anywhere, you're going to have to beat the Valley, you're going to have to beat the CSA, you're going to have to beat the Big 12. No matter what sports you get to and how far you go, you are going to have to beat one of those conferences in order to get somewhere. And for right now, it's the Big 12. Mount Vernon sees a lot of them in football in the playoffs in recent years. But a lot of times you got to beat one of those teams from those conferences in order to get out somewhere.
And, of course, the Big 12, you look at that predominantly a 4A conference. Bloomington sneaks down to 3A, along with Champaign Central and Champaign Centennial. So, as I say, that's actually about half and half, a little bit of a split there between 3A and 4A. But the top conference, to get north to Joliet, you have to beat them here today. It's a 28-10 Bloomington team, of course, coached by Steve Clapp, who's been at the helm for quite a while. Meanwhile, Tim Holloway now has 191 wins as head coach of Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, of course, I believe in an 8th or 9th year. The Super-Sectional today, and, of course, Tim Holloway, familiar with this type of position, was an assistant coach for Ken Stevens back in 2001 on a team that featured future UIC flame John Flood, Travis Irvin, of course, a lot of pitching, Elijah Hyatt, of course, on that team, Drew Millwood, Mike Hudgens, among others, that led that team to the state finals that year. Can the Rams do it today? We'll find out. We're waiting to see if we're going to have a national anthem here at GCS BallPark. Your Central Christian Church batting orders will be coming up in just a moment. But first, we remind you, this is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. They can fix that small fender bender or major collision on any size vehicle. And now they can detail it too. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Details them as well. That's 1-888 Landers, or locally in Mount Vernon, 241-7283. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. And, of course, as they introduce the starting lineups today here at GCS BallPark, I guess we could go ahead and meet the Mount Vernon Rams, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard.
Jake Pike will lead off playing right field, followed by Landon Thomas in center field. Colin Young will catch, batting third, batting fourth. Colton Metter at first, batting fifth and second will be Trevor Flota, batting sixth at short. Matthew Williams batting seventh and left. Clayton Reeves batting eighth and third. Sawyer Harrison and batting ninth. the DH, Hayden Paninsky. Tyler Ellis is your starting pitcher, and you're thinking, well, that sounds familiar, that lineup. It is. This is the fifth straight game. Same lineup for the fifth straight game for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams. A 30-8-1 Mount Vernon Rams team. Your Effingham sectional champions yesterday, beating Triad 2-1. Of course, Bloomington gets here as champions of the Springfield sectional. Of course, they beat Shannon Glenwood 9-7. Your pitching matchup today, Charlie Sterney is 8-1 against Tyler Ellis, who's 7-2 on the year, 2-1-6 ERA, 31 strikeouts compared to 12 bases on balls. We don't have the same statistical information for Charlie Sterney, but we can tell you Tyler Workman will be doing the catching. Jacob Scoggin, of course, is at third. Deion Thompson is short. Nick Chapman at second base with Connor Leathers at first. Kent France, Roman Byzantine, and Brandon Edwards are your outfield from left to right. We'll meet the Bloomington Raiders batting order. Of course, the Rams defense in the bottom half of the first inning. Those lineups brought to you by Central Christian Church. Incredible things are happening. Look no further than thenewscentral.com, where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. Of course, I believe we're going to have a national anthem here from GCS BallPark. We'll take a break, come back, get set for the IHSA Class 3A Super-Sectional. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. It's been said that in order to grow, you have to change. Very rarely anymore do insurance companies ask the phrase to go out and get 3 estimates. The new phrase insurance companies are asking is, would you like to take your vehicle to one of our direct repair facilities? This is a way for your insurance company and collision repair center to help relieve the stress you may have from your unfortunate incident. And, as Landers Collision Centers has adapted to this forever-changing industry, we are extremely happy to announce that we are a direct repair facility for over 10 different insurance companies. It's likely that one of them is yours. From dealing with your insurance company, setting you up with a rental vehicle, lifetime warranty on repairs, and of course, Landers free lifetime detailing for qualified customers, Landers Collision Centers literally takes the stress from your incident and turns it back into a shiny new ride for you to enjoy again. Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You've just got to see the new Chevy Sonic at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. The Sonic gets an estimated 40 miles per gallon on the highway. The Sonic features a 5-star safety rating. It's very affordable. Right now, you can get a rebate up to $1,000. And with a full factory warranty backed by a service department that is second to none, why buy used? Get your Chevy Sonic today at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back. GCS BallPark National Anthem of the books, complete with your Cessna flyover here. Glad to have you with us from Sauget. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, where you can find the largest selection of the all-new redesigned 2013 Lincoln MKZ Ford Square, FordSquare.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Avery Barton back in our Mount Vernon studio. We told you the Central Christian Church batting orders a little bit earlier. Not going to run those down again, but we'll tell you here in the top of the first will be Jake Pike, Landon Thomas, and Colin Young to get it started against the right-handed hurler, Charlie Sterney. Comes in with a prizable 8-1 record, and we're told some Division I talent, perhaps.
Well, it's going to take some talent out here because this is an all-turf field, all fake grass, including the mound. And it's one of those pet peeves of mine where if you're going to have an all-turf field, you need to have a dirt mound and a dirt home plate. But that notwithstanding, I think an advantage to start with will go to Mount Vernon, having been here in April playing Alton, a game that obviously lets them show up, get a game in, and do whatever, and they can check the field out. They actually have that game here. They play a game here every year, so that'll help Mount Vernon in some ways. But Mr. Cerny, from what we've been told, is pretty darn salty, and as you said, getting some D1 looks, and a long, lanky kind of guy. In fact, just from here, a quick, brief look away and look back, if you look at him, he's kind of got a gangly Chris Carpenter kind of look to him on the throw and the release. It's kind of interesting to see him, maybe a younger version of a Chris Carpenter years ago, but very tough right-hander the Mount Vernon Rams are going to see here this afternoon.
And, of course, we're about to get it away from GCS BallPark, IHSA Class 3A Super-Sectional, the Elite Eight. Rams' third trip, of course, 95-01. And now 2013. Umpires for today's contest at third base will be Bob Hyde of Swansea. At first base, it's Bob Smith of Centralia, and behind the plate calling the balls and strikes will be Steve Dashner of Belleville. Of course, Bob Smith, better known to you as Spanky. He and Kirk Hacker and Aaron Holloman did a great job on the Effingham Sectional, so he's rewarded with the trip here today. Glad to have you. Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Joseph County branches and a responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. It'll be time to get it started. First pitch will come a little bit shy of the 5 o'clock start time. That's okay. It'll be left-handed Pike to get it started, of course, against the right-handed Charlie Cerny. 8-1 on the year. We'll get win number 9 here today. It's the first pitch comes at 4:57. It is fouled off to the left side, 0-1. Somebody will have to go get that. It's Pike down in the count early. No balls, 1 strike. Glad to have those of you with us. If you're looking for WMIX News at 5, you'll have to flip over to the FM band on 94.1. The 0-1 pitch is going to come. It's low and away. It'll be a 1-1 count.
Those baseballs are collector's items.
Yeah.
Marty Hickman's autograph is on those.
Yes, sir. Got a pick of one, and I never did anything with it when we were at Heron. I actually lost it because I can't remember which device I took it with. It's the 1-1. It's in the turf. Of course, an all-turf surface here at GCS BallPark. Now, I believe that was this past year they put that in. 2005, I believe, Ballpark of the Year, digitalballparks.com. It may have been 06. Scott Gamber, Rams basketball coach, taking a seat here, taking this one in. So he swung on a miss on the 2-1, make it 2-2 to Pike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out as Pike gets it going here at the top of the first. Rams got the ugly side of the coin flip. Are the visiting team here today, the Purple Raiders, who aren't, in fact, wearing purple. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. It's going to miss, it looks like, off the plate outside the left-handed Pike. They're actually in black tops. They do have purple numerics trimmed in gold with striped pants, pinstripes, I'm guessing, in either a black or a purple. And we'll tell you about the hats here in just a moment. Is this going to be ripped to the right side? Ooh, just underneath. The glove good stop there by Chapman. Fires over to first. We'll see, not in time. And the Rams will get a bit of a break here on the leadoff batter.
That's one. Yep, that's one. That's a base hit, infield hit for the Rams. Pike beat that one out. Second time in 5 games in the postseason, the Rams have been the visitors. Of course, having been this far, they're undefeated going both ways.
Of course, I can't think of many other umpires I'd rather have on this game.
Oh, there's no doubt. Quality, state quality we have at first.
Said that time and time again. Maybe the 2 behind us, we would take them as well.
Yeah.
2 minutes shy of the top of the hour, and steps Thomas. He'll show a bunt. He'll pull back, and it's a high strike for 0-1 here to LT.
We take these 2 behind us about anywhere.
Sometimes you can't take them anywhere, though.
No.
You know that. You know how that is.
Yeah. One of them was worried because they weren't using a yellow ball out here today. Had to make an adjustment.
Didn't know what was going on. So we'll lead off the first. Diving back is Pike on the turf, and checking over there was Charlie Cerny. 8-1 on the year. Of course, Tyler Ellis comes in 7-2. A 2.16 ERA, so he'll put that to the test here. As the Rams look for win number 31 and a trip to Joliet. Both teams do, as a matter of fact. As Thomas shows spot, there's going to be a throw off of his helmet.
Oh. So now, second batter's out. Yep. The catcher threw the ball as he was trying to throw back to first. And Landon Thomas was standing in the box, and the ball ricocheted off his helmet, and the umpires called Landon Thomas out for interference.
We'll see how this stands. That looked to have been the right call.
He was in the box. Landon Thomas was standing in the box. So now they'll talk to the base umpire.
They're going to do the right thing here and communicate about it. Of course, we told you about Community First Bank here a little moment ago, but tough call to have to make.
Well, if he's in the box, he's okay. So now they're going to converse because home lane umpire signaled out. Landon's staying. The catcher and he have talked. I mean, it's nothing intentional. Landon probably woke up now with that ball off the helmet, but he was trying to throw back behind Landon to first try to pick Pike off after the bunt attempt, and the ball goes off the helmet. Now, if he's in the box, the batter stays. So he does stay. Yep. And that's a good call. Get it right.
That's a great umpiring crew we have for you today. And, of course, now an explanation owed to Steve Platt, head coach of the Bloomington Raiders out of the Big 12 Conference.
So that's why we had these guys are up here. We had it done, like Mike Pierre of Fox.
We need that.
We got it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That's right, see? If he's standing in there, we can have it, see? That's right.
I love it.
I know. See, it's better to have the knowledge of the rules and what's going on and mess around and say something we don't want. Now Bloomington's head coach wants to talk to base umpires.
He will do that, and while he's doing that, we're going to clip the top of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
This is Rams Baseball on WMIX Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois. Or pick us up on any device at WMIXsports.com. Yet more free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Oh, and of course, can't forget the count of, was it 1-1? It's 0-2 to Landon Thomas with a runner on first base. 1 on and nobody out, of course, here in the top of the first. He'll check on Pike again. He'll beat it back with a head-first dive. GCS BallPark, home of the Frontier League's Gateway Grizzlies. Seats about 6,000 people. We're well under capacity for this IHSA Class 3A Super. Expected we would be, as it's going to be a pitch outside. It's 1-2 now to LT. Colin Young on deck for the Rams at the top of the first. Again, a trip to the state finals, the Final Four, at the Silver Cross Field in Joliet. Been asked many times why it's Silver Cross Field. It's actually a hospital that bought the naming rights way back when. 1-2 coming. It's going to be foul off, and we'll do it over again. This will land somewhere over left field side. It might ricochet over there to one of the concessions.
Yeah. Not like the Raiden Fast Pitch Tournament back days in the past. Can't get a quarter of ball here. You have to return them for free. Left-handers late so far, certainly on the hill. Foul ball's off to the left side.
So here it comes on the 1-2, and now it's even count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winner of this game will play at noon on Friday at Silver Cross Field. They're with the Joliet Catholic Hilltops. 2-2, and I believe it's all parochial institutions, non-boundaried up there thus far, as it'll be a ground ball, softly hit off of the mound will come the pitcher. Chapman will have to make a throw on the run. It looks like he makes a good one over there, and a good grab by Leathers. And 4-3 will be your first down as the runner advances to second base.
Well, works out well. Rams advance the runner and get that done. And I'll just go look, because I believe you are right on the parochial, non-boundary.
Central is up there. My apologies.
You know them.
They are a public institution. Had the advantage of visiting up there, I believe, in 9 or 10. I think it was 2010. Jeff Lonnon did the game with me up there that day. Lady Rams fastball. Coastal check on Pike at second, back with that time.
They do that too.
Yeah. Apparently the better team.
First semifinal at 10 a.m. Grace Lake Central, as you mentioned, plays Wheaton St. Francis. And then the winner of this game will get Joliet Catholic. They're not going to play football, but they'll play baseball up there. If you play football, they probably lose.
Here it comes. It's going to be,
just saying,
in the turf, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. So Colin Young, who was a hero yesterday, at least on the offensive end, had a 2 RBI single to get the Rams only offense in the game. Matthew Williams, you may recall, if you listened to the game yesterday, made a heck of a play at shortstop. One still being talked about today where he got the 6-3 double play. The runner, Matthew, was in the base path. The runner was coming, so as we talked about off the air, he had to make the play. Otherwise, it was going to be interference. Here we get on the 1-0. The pitcher out of the stretch is Cerny. Here it comes, runner on second. 1 out here at the top of the first. Strike across the outside corner, even here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Should be a dandy for you today. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Bloomington Purple Raiders. Forgot to tell you about the hat. We'll do that in just a second. Here it comes. It's going to be swung on a miss. 1-2 now to that looks like black. Yep, go ahead. Black hats with a white panel in front, black build. I'm assuming that's some sort of B on the front. Didn't get close enough to look. But a great sharp uniform.
Very sharp uniform. They could go gray if they wanted to on the pants.
Well, sort of. Today they can go white. It's okay. As it'll be a low and away to Young. Counting it's up here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's okay on turf. I'll allow it.
Well, and one thing to point out is Cerny is throwing a lot of pitches here in his first inning, which is good for Mount Vernon.
Runner in scoring position. It's an RBI chance. 2-2 the count with 1 gone. Cerny out of the stretch will come. Young will send it over to third base side. It will see its way through. They're going to try to score Young. Coming up, throwing this kid, France. Here comes the play at the plate. Excuse me, that's Pike trying to get to the plate. He's in the catch. He has to score. Yep. Catcher had the play blocked. Explain that for us, Steve.
Well, the problem was the ball came in. The catcher had the play boxed and didn't have the ball. Pike slid like he was supposed to, and then the catcher got up and was trying to kind of like delay his attempt to get to the plate, but Pike scores on the RBI single by Colin Young once again.
And because of that delay, Young ends up at second base, and we're going to have a different courtesy runner today with Tyler Ellis on the hill. It'll be Zach Gines. I believe we determined resembles an awful lot of Chris Carpenter while we're talking about Chris Carpenter today.
We got a couple of twins.
Of course, little bird in front of us here. We are juiced as we have our team high C in front of us. Give us a couple more boxes today. And this is going to be the first pitch seen by Metter. It's going to hit It is shallow right center field. On the run to get it. Position is Brandon Edwards. Not deep enough to tag the runner Giants. So it'll leave a runner on second with a 1-0 Ram lead and 2 outs here in the top of the first. That'll bring in Trevor Flota.
Think about this outfield, too, a little different than what teams have seen. Of course, F. Effingham was 330 down the line, 318 down the left field line. Can't see what's in right, but at center field, it's 25 more feet out there compared to the 360 at Effingham.
Beautiful ballpark here in Sauget. We told you about this tiny village, actually technically in East St. Louis. It's a pitch off the outside corner, off the white of the plate, onto the black. It's an 0-1 count here to Trevor Flota. Sauget, a village named after their mayor. Of course, I believe at one time the Sauget family actually owned the Gateway Grizzlies. Not sure of that history now, as the 0-1 will be tapped foul, and it'll be no balls and 2 strikes here to Flota. 2 outs and a runner on second, a 1-0 lead for the Rams with an RBI single by Young.
And Mount Vernon again, for the 5th straight postseason game, jumps out on top and have never trailed in postseason.
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. I'm sure proud to be the voice of the Rams with stats and info like that. I love that. And this will be tap foul again. We'll do the 0-2 all over. Giants will have to go back to second. So 1 on and 2 outs, top of the first, a 1-0 ball game in your IHSA Super-Sectional. First super for Mount Vernon of any kind since the Mount Vernon Rams lead a run back in 07-08 when they fell, I believe, by 6 to Champaign Central. Back at the PCCC, the Prairie Capital Convention Center in Springfield. 0-2 the count, 2 gone. These two teams have met on the gridiron most recently. That's back in 08 as it missed to Flota outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a 27-16 loss to Dan Minks' Mount Vernon Rams. Mount Vernon lost, I said that backwards. Maybe I didn't. See what we get with Flota. Here comes this 2-strike swing off the Minnesota. Not used to the turf, and Flota's going to be safe at first.
Yep, infield single for Flota. Another one, the 3rd hit of the game for the Rams, 1st and 3rd with 2 outs, and you have Matthew Williams up, and opportunities galore here early on for Mount Vernon to start with.
Well, looking to make something happen, trying to strike early, and as Danny said, and I had not realized it, have not trailed this postseason. That is worth noting. A 1-0 ball game, top of the first. You're just joining us here on WMIX. 5 o'clock starts today. Actually got underway at 4:57 as Williams will step in, take it upstairs, and that's ball 1. Somehow get you some score updates of some sort. May have to just play imaginary contests in our head.
Softball game, Notre Dame losing 4-0 in the 6th. That's about as close as you're going to get today, besides the Chatham softball super.
That's 1-0 count. Swing and a miss by Williams. Good pitch off the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well,
2 outs, runners at the corner.
Early on, Cerny's fastball, Mount Vernon is struggling to catch up with. When he goes off speed, that's what they're attacking right now.
Marginal leads off of 1st and 3rd, respectively, for Flota and Giants. Now with 2 outs, here comes a pitch check swing as Williams steps over, and that will be an appeal down to Spanky Smith. He says no go. It'll be 2-1 as Williams gets ahead here. Gazing upon the V1047 sign out in right field, one of our sister stations. Yep. Bo Meyer, of course, had the call. The Nashville Hornets run to 3rd place. This is fouled off right side. It might get out of play. Nope, a great grab made by Connor Leathers, showing some leather. And we are through 1/2 innings. The Rams strike first. 1-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball Super-Sectional on WMIX.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties, honest deals, and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And welcome back. GCS BallPark in Sauget, just off of I-255. IHSA Class 3A Men's Super-Sectional Baseball action. Glad to be here with you. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the bottom of the first. Rams on top 1-0. We need to reach Bloomington's batting order.
Deion Thompson, Roman Byzantine, coolest name of the year so far, Brandon Edwards, Kent France, Charlie Cerny, and Jacob Skog, and then Trey Packard, Nick Chapman, and Connor Leathers for the Purple Raiders of Bloomington High School,
where they'll face Tyler Ellis, 7-2 on the year, 2.16 ERA, struck out 31. Has only walked 12 this season, so a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio for the senior hurler headed to Wren Lake. He'll pitch off the third base side of the rubber out of the stretch. Fires a fastball in there for a strike as it catches the outside of the plate to Deion Thompson. Quickly behind here, the shortstop, 0-1.
He has not thrown in 10 days. Of course, last time was against Centralia in a regional final.
Did it in hour 12, I believe, and now powers a fastball pass. Out tip to strike, 0-2.
And another thing with 10 days off, it's either a good thing, you have lots of rest, you're ready to go, or you can overthrow and your pitches don't have the same movement.
Here comes. There you go. There you go. Movement to the inside and high. And Thompson ducks out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In case you're just joining us, details thus far. Rams have 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. It's stranded 2. This could be a ground ball. Sees his way through the right, maybe too quickly. Pike will not have a play at first base. And that'll be a leadoff single for Thompson.
Well, and that happened. A good pitch on the corner. Just an even better swing that time by Thompson to drive that pitch into right field between first and second base. And you get the feeling that both teams can put it in play a little bit. 1 run probably won't be enough to win this one. Nice contingent of orange and black here down below us.
A lot of purple to our left, a lot of orange and black to our right. As the Rams are the visitors today, the Purple Raiders are the home team. A 1-0 game. Rams on side run on first for Bloomington. A bunt pushed down. Good pickup by Harrison. A throw on the run is a good one. And 5-3 on the sacrifice. Move the runner to second. Not a bad bunt.
Not a bad bunt on this turf. It's a lot different than bunting on natural grass. The ball will bounce and spin a little bit differently. Great, good play by Harrison to come in, make the throw to first. And obviously Bloomington, scouting report, they saw Mount Vernon yesterday. Going to play a little small ball here. Get the runner in the scoring position with a run out.
And another left-handed bat in the lineup to right fielder Brandon Edwards. RBI chance that they're going to check on the runner at second. It'll get away, but Loda getting a glove on him was able to stop the velocity enough to where it died out there somehow on the turf, and the runner stays put at second.
Yeah, that was dangerous. That was in territory just not far enough away for the runner to go to third.
Of course, a far cry from the conditions of yesterday at the Effingham Sectional Championship game. Goes from wet grass to no grass. Turf. Here it comes inside. It's going to be low. 1-0 count here to the left-handed Brandon Edwards. Of course, 1-0. We're here in the bottom of the first inning. Rams on top. The tying run on second base for the Purple Raiders. Of course, we told you out of the Big 12 Conference. We'll name some more teams out of that conference in just a moment.
East.
No doubt. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. Edwards is going to chop this one to second off the turf. Almost played floated, but he'll fire over to first, and that'll advance the runner to third. So the tying run 90 feet away from Bloomington.
And it's one of the first times all year where Mount Vernon's a smaller school based on enrollment. Because Bloomington, you got Bloomington High, Bloomington Central Catholic. It's obviously all kinds of schools and bigger schools in that Big 12. You're talking about Bloomington, Decatur, and Champaign. Basically, Mattoon was in there until he got to the Apollo. So some changeover for the Big 12 in recent years.
What the hell? Times are changing in a lot of conferences. As the right-handed Ken France will step in, the left fielder for Bloomington, takes a pitch outside. It's 1-0. Yeah. With 2 outs and a runner on third base. We talked about it on the way over as the 1-0 comes. Looks like a low fastball that just caught. It's 1-1.
We fixed everything if everybody just listened to us.
I had it all fixed with the Raging Rivers Conference about 8 years ago.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe 9. The 1-1 coming. It's going to be low. It looked like it got the plate, but it was too low, 2-1.
I'm not so certain with that idea. You're going to have to really get some rivers like the Little Wabash and Little everything.
I think I went Illinois as the 2-1 comes. Inside, catches the corner, counts back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on third, and a 1-0 game. Rams on top in your Super-Sectional and Sauget. I think I went Illinois, Mississippi, Ohio, and Wabash for Kaskaskia. Ground ball could be trouble. No, a nice pickup in front of the bag. Williams a high throw, but picked up by Metter. And that's going to retire the side. Through 1, it's still 1-0 Rams as the Purple Raiders. We'll just call them the Raiders, stranded a runner. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon would like to announce the grand opening of a custom compounding lab located right next door. What is compounding, you ask? Well, quite simply, it's working with your doctor to solve problems. Have you ever had an infant who couldn't keep antibiotics down? Compounding is formulating that drug into a suppository. Problem solved. Have you ever been nauseous and unable to take tablets? We can compound that anti-nausea drug into a cream you simply apply to the skin. Problem solved. Worried about side effects or risks associated with oral pain medication or hormone therapy? We can compound pain medications or hormone meds into a topical cream that will avoid most, if not all, of the risks and side effects. Problem solved. These are just a small sampling of our ability to better serve our patients. It's another way we at the Medicine Shop stand out from the competition. Give the staff at the Medicine Shop a call today.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
We're on Facebook. We're on the Twitterverse as well. We encourage you to follow us at WMIX Sports. Some unique content displayed today on the way over, of course, as the Mount Vernon Rams were pretty loose, and their hashtag juice as well. 1-0 your scores. We head to the top of the second for your Effingham sectional champions. It'll be the bottom of the order where most of the production has been. Clayton Reeves, Sawyer Harrison, Hayden Paninsky. See if that production continues here in your Super-Sectional game.
Nope, but trying to help you out here. That's not Matthew. Timmy.
I have no idea what I said, but Clayton Reeves, Sawyer Harrison.
The PA guy. You were right.
Oh, okay.
PA was a batter behind.
Like I've already forgotten this. It's upstairs. Missing to Reeves. Want to know?
You're good.
Sometimes I'm not. Brindley College player of the game, who will be yesterday as your sectional champs. 1-0 pitch. Chopped that in. Down to third base, Scoggin will sidearm it over to first, and 5-3 is your first out.
You have to remember, these teams have played on natural grass probably 99% of the time this year, and now you're asking them, which again is one of my pet peeves, you're asking them to play on turf, field turf, and they don't have that experience, and the ball's going to get to you quicker, it's going to move around faster, and you have to be really on your toes in this kind of situation.
That brings in Harrison. 1-0 ball game, top of the second, and this one will be lined over to, I believe, barn and grill they have here at GCS. So foul ball while they're playing. It's nothing to watch.
And you notice any of the foul balls from Mount Vernon have been late in opposite field. Fastball placement by Cerny.
Comes an off-speed pitch high and misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sawyer. Hayden Paninsky on deck for the Rams. First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of Rams Athletics. We'll tell you more about them throughout the broadcast. As the 1-1 comes, Harrison will take it outside. Good stop there by the catcher Workman, doing his work today, and it's 2-1. First Bank with 5 years from County branches, Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 2-1 is the count to Sawyer Harrison, the third baseman. Senior on this Rams team is, I believe, going to go to Illinois College to play baseball as a walk-on next year. So fouls went off for 2-2.
And they are here today watching.
Maybe seeing what else
their future player. Yeah, it's that time of year. High school baseball seniors sometimes haven't been signed yet, and they shine in situations like this, and time to end up in good things.
Here it comes. This one's going to be fouled off. We'll do the 2-2 again to Sawyer Harrison as Hayden Paninsky watches from the off of the on-deck circle. Of course, the Rams gave us splashing fruit punch yesterday at High C. They went with the same flavor today. We're thankful for that. Can't open them. It's a superstition for me. It's a 2-2. It's going to be laced in the left field for a base hit by Harrison, whose offense has really sprung as we've gotten into something.
Yeah, and I mean, he has been a guy that there for a while he had the collection plate out begging for a hit. Now, in the postseason, he's been able to do it without any donations whatsoever.
We'll see what that collection plate yields as the winner of this game gets Joliet Catholic on Friday at noon. That game, of course, will be in Joliet, so it's going to be pretty well a true road game for the winner of this Super-Sectional contest. 1-0 game, runner on. 1 out in the top of the second. Out of the stretch will come the right-hander Cerny. He'll fire over to first and check on the runner. Sawyer Harrison back with a head-first dive. Brindley College can save you thousands on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Here it comes. Ooh, just upstairs to a right-handed Hayden Paninsky and a quick 1-0 count as he gets out in front.
Well, that's one of those deals there with circle dinner plate today.
We'll get on the 1-0. Ooh, fouled off of the catcher's mask and back to the back screen. It'll be 1-1 to Hayden. Don't forget, we're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. Hope you'll join us in both locations. Give you a little bit of a dignitary update here in just a moment as we see who is taking this one in on the Mount Vernon side. We do see Athletic Director Doug Creel. As the 1-1 comes, he was jacked yesterday as it comes inside on the corner, 1-2.
Talking to former Mount Vernon Ram Derek Harlan right now.
Velcro.
You see Scott Gamber with a lot of the JV players and lower levels. You see some MVTHS graduates from this year down the right field line.
As the 1-2 is going to be a check back at first base, and it's good to see Derek, of course, back on the Mount Vernon side temporarily.
And Brett Barron's here from Channel 3. He's down there videoing.
Let's see. Scott Gabber, we told you earlier, Rams basketball
Wes
coach.
Olson's here.
Principal.
Yeah.
This will be fouled back, and we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner on and 1 out in the top of the second. It's a 1-0 ball game. That one did not hit any vehicles.
Yeah.
I know where my friend is in relation to us. He's all right. I got that figured out.
You okay there? Stub your toe?
He parks in the same. Oh, Mickey, little toe's looking good again. Is it foul off? Yep. Don't walk around the office in socks. I learned on Friday.
I've seen dividers take more punishment than that little toe.
Not anymore. Days are open. Of course, Wes Olson does a great job tweeting on behalf of, I assume it's him, at Mount Vernon Township High School at MVTHS. Doug Creel does a wonderful job with that MVTHS Athletics. You should give both a follow.
Jim Burns is here. Uh-oh.
Looks like he just got back to Sawyer Harrison as they check on him at first base. It's really all that's been going on this entire time. There's a little bit of cat and mouse over there at the first base back.
Sawyer was going somewhere.
Thought he was. As we near the bottom of the 5 o'clock hour, top of the second inning, 1-2. Here it comes. Foul off, and we'll do it again. Good at bat here for Hayden Beninsky.
Mm-hmm. Cerny's pitch count going through the roof.
Just what you want at this juncture. Super-Sectional contest. The winner gets a trip to the Final Four in Peoria. Excuse me. Wrong sport.
Wrong one. Well, wrong
Joliet.
level.
Yes.
1A, 2A's in Peoria with 3A, 4A's Joliet.
My first baseball super. Actually, no, we did that game a couple years ago.
Yeah.
My first play-by-play baseball super. How about that? So 1-2 is the count. Here it comes to Hayden. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He'll foul another one off to stay alive. This one's probably going to come back down.
7th. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. No, 8th pitch of the at-bat. Baseball's flying out of this place everywhere. They're going to have a run on them just like they did yesterday. It's a wet condition.
They'll X them out and put it back in play for a reduced price, possibly. Yeah. I was wondering if you knew where I was going. Here comes the 1-2 again. Come back to the pitcher. Could be 2. He'll fire the shortstop for 1. Thompson goes back to first. Just in time to get Beninsky. So that'll go down as an impressive 1-6-3 double play, and it'll get Bloomington out of the inning. We're through 1.5, still 1-0 Rams. This is Mountain Baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Rams on top here, IHSA Super-Sectional. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, where we will have an archive broadcast of this game up, well, a little bit later. Here comes the first pitch of the inning as he started as a pitcher, Charlie Cerny, followed by Jacob Sauget and Trey Packard. No Bell in the lineup for Bloomington.
42 pitches for Cerny in the first 2 innings.
Not where you want it to be, as this will be line foul into the bullpen on the left side, third base side on the home team.
Nope, that ball did not come back in. The 1-1 to count. That ball is everywhere. There's baseballs everywhere around this premises right now.
Up to retrieve as the 1-1. This will be sent into left. On the run is Reeves, who makes a nice two-handed grab. And there's your first out. 1-0 Rams on top. Rams baseball powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations, friends and neighbors on staff will understand your needs. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC and, of course, equal housing lender. So with 1 out, the right-hander Sauget will stand in. The third baseman here for the Raiders takes a pitch inside. Looks like it just misses off the plate. 1-0. So Packard, the DH, to follow. He, of course, bats for. Thought. It doesn't matter at this point. We'll figure it out here in a second. It'll be a strike across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's for, I think, the catcher Workman. Bases empty and one out here in the second. That could change as this is going to be a trouble for Landon Thomas. Nope, over there to make the grab in the left center. It left the bat more dramatically than it dropped in the mid of LT. 2 out.
And easy out there. A lot of territory out there, left and center and right in the gaps, because that's a lot of field out here at this ballpark. But Landon Thomas, the guy controlled. You got Reeves in left and Pike in right. Pretty solid outfield for Mount Vernon.
So a lefty bat in the lineup, of course, is Trey Packer, the DH. Takes a pitch inside off, and it's going to be 1-0. Of course, who would have loved to buy a vehicle with credit approval right over the phone? You can at Second Chance Auto. More about that after this pitch gets away. Thankfully, nobody aboard. As will be 2-0 now to Packard. Of course, give a call to 244-4582 and find out on that credit approval without even leaving your home. 244-4582 for credit approval today at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 2-0 the count here to Trey Packard. Here it comes. 2 outs and nobody aboard. It's going to be left side, picked up by Williams. High throw, but Metter was able to stay on the bag and keep his feet from getting spiked. Well done by Metter at first base as we are through 2. Still 1-0 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. It's been said that in order to grow, you have to change. Very rarely anymore do insurance companies ask the phrase to go out and get 3 estimates. The new phrase insurance companies are asking is, would you like to take your vehicle to one of our direct repair facilities? This is a way for your insurance company and collision repair center to help relieve the stress you may have from your unfortunate incident. And, as Landers Collision Centers has adapted to this forever-changing industry, we are extremely happy to announce that we are a direct repair facility for over 10 different insurance companies. It's likely that one of them is yours. From dealing with your insurance company, setting you up with a rental vehicle, lifetime warranty on repairs, and of course, Landers free lifetime detailing for qualified customers, Landers Collision Centers literally takes the stress from your incident and turns it back into a shiny new ride for you to enjoy again. Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXSports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back. Rams Baseball on WMIX Sports. WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. It's the top of the order here in top half of inning number 3. A 1-0 lead for Mount Vernon here against Bloomington in the IHSA 3A Super. Right-hander out of the lineup is Charlie Cerny, and this one is going to be a high pop fly. Might escape the infield. Maybe not. As a second baseman, Chapman does a Texas two-step to get underneath it. There's your first down.
It'll pop up on an overcast. It's gotten cloudy as we drove over to the Metro East. And it's cloudy here, no sun whatsoever. It's still kind of bright. Sunglasses still needed, but a lot of the players, I look around for Bloomington, none of them right now with any glasses. A lot of them on their top of their hats. It drives me crazy.
Uh-huh. They're not going to be there when you need them. Here comes the first pitch to Thomas. Low and away to the left-hander. Gets ahead here 1-0. Rams Baseball, driven here by the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, trying to get out of that. 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, where the best never rests. Get your service appointments online at FordSquare.com. Softly hit, maybe a chance to sneak through. Barehanded by the second baseman, makes a throw anyway, and that's a one-out single.
Anything that skids, scoots, and moves on this turf is going to get basically infield hits, and that is the 5th hit already for Mount Vernon. That ball wasn't hit very hard, but again, the adjustment of fielders to adjust to the turf, the quickness, and the bounces of the baseball here on this field.
1 run on 5 hits, no errors. 2 scattered aboard for the Rams. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 stranded for Bloomington. So a runner on and 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Rams on top 1-0. Colin Young stands in. Last time up, he had an RBI single. This time, he'll take a pitch inside for a strike. It'll be 0-1.
Nice to see Benito behind the plate here for Bloomington. Workman, he likes to throw that baby around a little bit here. It's like throwing behind the runner. Oh, Yachty Molina here.
He just said, wow, that's awesome.
What? He's the first one that used to do that.
Yeah. Well, it just takes you back to Cracker Jack. It's just going to be a soft pop fly, quick throw down to first. And off of the bat came the first baseman, Leathers.
That's one of those there. Cerny needs. Again, now you watch how he did that. Cerny caught the ball on the third base side of the mound at an angle, had to turn around, step, and throw uphill to first base. The ball tailed on him. That caused the first baseman to come off the bag, throwing from the mound off the different angle.
So it'll be up to the right-hander, Colton Metter, to keep the inning alive. Significant lead by Thomas. A little bit of cat and mouse over there at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, a 1-0 ball game. Benito Santiago back at 91. Cracker Jack did this promotion with these little miniature Topps baseball cards. I got Benito like 15 times. Here comes as a turf. It's 1-0.
Guy that threw the ball around first, second, and third very promptly.
Padre back then.
Yeah, from his knees. Blue Jays Cub as well.
I believe that would be Spanish for Little Benny. Could be wrong. Here it comes. It's going to be inside. The runner's going. Throw is going to bounce in there, and Thomas is going to be out at second base. Good pickup by the umpire, and even though it rolled in there, great throw by the catcher Workman. That'll get Bloomington out of the jam, and we are through 2.5. Still 1-0 score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
See, Debbie or Mary and Dix, Community First Bank of the Heartland, one of their 5 Jefferson County locations. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Bottom of the third, Chapman leads off. Ooh, great play there. And so the Rams couldn't do anything with it. That was a great scoop, I thought, and a good throw to first base. Howard Ellis had some issues with it on the cover.
Couldn't catch. I was snickering earlier because you said C, and I thought, what is this, WWE? But that case there, ground ball to first. Ellis got there, was running up the line, and for some reason just couldn't get it in the mitt. Couldn't catch it, bobbled around with it, whether he didn't look it in or what. It was just a freak play, and now it's an error.
Connor Leathers will stand in, showing bunt, but bunts it over the backstop near us. Not quite. It's going to be 0-1.
That's the one to catch a bunt over the backstop because I know it won't hurt me. If anything fires back here, I'm ducking. I have a golf hands to take care of.
Now I remember what happened there. I was just trying to remember how that inning ended. Now I remember. Shows bunt again. They're going to pitch a round throw behind the runner, but it's a high throw. Good throw, though, by Young. It'll be a 1-1 count here to the batter, Connor Leathers, first baseman for Bloomington. A 1-0 ball game, of course. I'll tell you about Tony Wilt. I believe Peoria Notre Dame lost to Tinley Park Andrew in a Super-Sectional day, 7-0. Not that you cared. Maybe you did. We hope you did. High school athletics is an important thing. Tony Wilt, State Farm, wants to handle all of your insurance needs. More about him after this bunt attempt. Laid down, picked up by Ellis. His choice is to first base, and that'll be a 1-4-3. Doesn't matter.
1-3 sack. Well, I tell you what, it is refreshing to see high school teams be able to bunt and sacrifice in different situations. These two teams, very skilled, very fundamental, and a good bunt there to move that runner into second base with 1 out.
Of course, Tony Wilt. Find him in his office. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Tying run on second base. Bloomington trails the Rams 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. With 1 out, in steps the right-hander. Deion Thompson we're back to the top of the order. He led off the inning with a single, and he'll take a first pitch ball for 1-0.
Straight away for the outfield, infield normal. Matthew Williams playing around there at second with the runner. Other than that, everything's pretty well the same. And that's balk.
Yep, that'll move the runner over to third base, and that was elementary. And that'll give Bloomington a big break with a tying run 90 feet away.
Ellis got on the mound, on the rubber, in the set position, and he started his motion and stopped. That's a balk. And that's 2 costly things here in the inning. And the Rams now see the runner at third with 1 out.
1-0 count. Here it comes. This one's going to be laced foul into the right field bleachers.
Pretty good swing there by Thompson.
It's a good Bloomington team. 28-10 on the year. Rams clinging to a 1-0 lead with 30 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie due to a suspended ball game. As the 1-1 picked up by Harrison, he's going to throw home with it. Plate is blocked by Colin Young, and the runner is out. That's a good 5-2.
Bloomington was going on contact, and you could see it was dead to rights. And unfortunately for Bloomington, I don't know what Chapman did. He started, stopped, started again, and you can see Bloomington's coach. He's kind of disgusted third base, like, what's going on? That ball hits the third baseman of all places not to go home on a contact. That's one of them. Boy, Bloomington's ran themselves out of innings here already.
As the first pitch will be on the plate. Still on the wide is outside corner to Roman Byzantine.
He's playing with a torn labrum.
I knew somebody was.
He is.
He came on in relief, I believe, the other day. As the 0-1, got to be chopped. Ellis, the pitcher, some trouble with it, and that's going to be an error. Wow. So 2 on now with 2 out for Bloomington.
Wow. I mean, that's tough. 2 errors in the same inning. Just when you thought you were going to get out of the inning without any issue, and an easy play like that. And again, it's only easy if you're not out there. It's like layups in basketball. So you actually do it, it's hard. And right now, first and second with 2 outs, and the inning continues. This is the 5th out given to Bloomington in the inning.
So this will bring in Brandon Edwards, who grabbed out to second his last time. He's 0 for 1. Catcher Young gets set. Here comes a fastball, a little nasty fastball that was in the turf from Tyler Ellis, and it's a quick 1-0 count. All Stars and Stitches, another of our sponsors. See Big Dave and the crew at All Stars and Stitches. That bird just took off like a Pringle.
Somebody's nacho chip got taken by a black.
Wow. We'll tell you about Big Dave here in just a moment. As the 1-0, it's going to be to Harrison. Could have just stepped on the bag, but fires over to first. Metter hangs on. And 5-3 retires aside. We'll tell you about All Stars and Stitches when we come back. Through 3, it's 1-0 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon would like to announce the grand opening of a custom compounding lab located right next door. What is compounding, you ask? Well, quite simply, it's working with your doctor to solve problems. Have you ever had an infant who couldn't keep antibiotics down? Compounding is formulating that drug into a suppository. Problem solved. Have you ever been nauseous and unable to take tablets? We can compound that anti-nausea drug into a cream you simply apply to the skin. Problem solved. Worried about side effects or risks associated with oral pain medication or hormone therapy? We can compound pain medications or hormone meds into a topical cream that will avoid most, if not all, of the risks and side effects. Problem solved. These are just a small sampling of our ability to better serve our patients. It's another way we at the Medicine Shop stand out from the competition. Give the staff at the Medicine Shop a call today.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. The Dick side of Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, it'll be Colton Better, followed by Trevor Flota and Matthew Williams here in the top of the 4th. Rams got a big break in the bottom of the 3rd. A couple of errors in the ball, and no runs came across the plate for the Bloomington Raiders. Charlie Cerny back out there out of the windup to start the inning. Colton ready to pounce and takes it outside for ball 1. Got a big break.
Oh, and then you have, like you said, 2 errors, and then you have the balk, and then you had a runner get thrown out to play. I mean, it could very well be a Bloomington lead right now. Bloomington's not helped themselves, and Mount Vernon right now, a charmed life with the errors, the balk, and everything else. I mean, boy, oh boy, through 3 innings, how Mount Vernon leads 1-0 is kind of what's murmuring around the ballpark here.
Of course, I know folks kind of stunned to see the umpire dusting off home plate, but some rubber pellets made their way on. Rubber provides protection here on the turf.
Of course, Blackbird might come through and take him. You never know.
Never know. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the Metter. This is going to... not sure where that missed. Maybe low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Colton. Sarah State Country Financial is another one of our Rams Booster sponsors. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. The right help from Country Financial. Almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan that meets your goals with your Country Financial representative in Mount Vernon. Sarah Staley is Metter fouls one off. 2-1.
GCS BallPark is the Shea Stadium of the Frontier League. Of course, Shea Stadium no longer there, but, you know...
We get what you're saying. That's a 2-1. It's going to miss outside. 3-1 now to Colton. Of course, other Frontier League ballparks I've seen have not been in. Florence, home of the Freedom. I think they're still there. The Washington Wild Things. Of course,
that's the big thing up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I've been at that Waffle House outside of Washington. At like 5 o'clock in the morning, headed to Pittsburgh, PA, as this will be a leadoff walk to Colton Meadow. Let's see if the Rams can make them pay. So 1-0 ball game. If you're just joining us at the top of the 4th, 5:40. You're on AM 940 at WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. As Coach Clapp will come out of the dugout and quickly return.
That's interesting. Any reason why he was out there?
I thought maybe he was going to make a change of some sort first, but I don't know why. Of course, Cerny, the pitcher, out of the stretch with the runner on first and nobody out. As Flota's going to rip one foul to the backstop. It'll be 0-1 to Trevor. He singled his last time.
Good swing. Just missed his pitch.
Of course, Big Dave at All-Stars and Stitches, if you can put a logo on it, they can probably print it on just about anything. The All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School are called 435-5555. The 0-1 is going to become a ball. Counts even as that misses inside and low. So 1-1 strike to Flota with the runner on, a 1-0 Ram lead. Trip to the Final Four on the line in this IHSA Class 3A Super-Sectional. Trip to Silver Cross Field. IPSO for one of these teams. That's going to get Flota in the back. Another break for the Rams.
Like I said in the off-air, the Rams have lived a charmed postseason life so far, have never trailed, give up 2 errors, a ball, can have a runner thrown out the plate by Bloomington in the bottom half of the last inning. It seems like this team's got some magic going on.
See if they have enough magic to carry them to the Chicagoland area this weekend. Friday's game would be at noon. It would be against Joliet Catholic Academy, a true road game for either one of these teams. Rams will be the southernmost representative up there in quite a while, so they're going to check on the runner. He gets back safely. The lead runner, of course, is Colton Metter.
Interesting play. The third baseman came charging in on that. I was trying to pick off play where the third baseman charges like there's a bunt, and the runner thinks, hey, I can get off a little further, and they threw him behind. What a good play there by Bloomington. It didn't work.
Very smart.
Something Alberta hasn't tried. I bet they'll try it next year.
You betcha. As Williams will stand in with 2 on and nobody out. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's low, but for Williams, that's good enough for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Love that play. It's a new one. Tim Holloway going through some signs down there at third base.
Of course, Red Lake College will look for a player of the game. That's where Matthew Williams is headed to play golf next year. We wait the 0-1. Shows bunt again. Pops it up. This one will hit the screen. Yeah, it'll quickly be 0-2, and you assume that'll take the bunt out of play here for Matthew Williams.
This is a game where runs, I said earlier, it might be more than one, but right now it may not be. Holloway, no sign given. Must not be anything going on, bunt-wise, anyway.
0-2 to Williams, 2 on. Both runners with a bit of a lead. First baseman not holding the runner to first base. 0-2 the count here to Matthew, and he'll take it outside. He steps across, and it's going to be 1-2.
Trying to walk that ball off the outside corner. He did a good job of it.
Details thus far. Rams have 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors, 2 left aboard. Bloomington no runs on 1 hit with no errors and 3 strand. 2 Mount Vernon errors an inning ago, at least a half inning ago, and of course the balk, and it's amazing. This is still a 1-0 Ram lead. Final Four trip on the line, as we've told you. Rams have not ever been in the Final Four. Here it comes. Is this one to be fouled off? Let's stay 1-2. You have to pardon me. I cannot remember the loss in 0-1. I think it was Chicago Clemente. Yep, at 95. How do I not know that? That's my senior class. Oh, well. Got a lot up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, with 2 on and nobody out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Rams here at GCS BallPark in Sauget. Staying alive as Williams fouls another off.
It's understandable you are famished at this point.
Yeah. Oh, wait. On the wrong page. That's all right, though. I had to look up the roster because I can't remember who all was on that team, which is sad in itself. I remember most of the seniors. 1-2 the count here to Williams, the right-handed batter, and he's going to take high, and the count evens at 2-2.
Pesky at bat. Kind of pitches are racking up for Cerny that will cost him being hanging around.
Bradley Bourbonnais was through the Rams last year.
Oh, home of the Chicago Bears training camp.
Because they beat Alton in the sectional championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Back when he had to get through quite a bit of the Metro East and Southwestern Conference. As Williams going to rip 1 foul down the third base side. Stays alive here with 2 runners aboard and nobody out. It's a 1-love ball game. Rams up 1 here at the top of the 4th.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Williams is battling. Pesky at-bat as Cerny's going into the 60-pitch mark in this inning here in the 4th.
Tim Holloway eagerly out of the third base coaching box. Win McClure a little bit more passive in the first base coaching box. Got him. That's going to get the elbow, looks like a Williams. So a walk and 2 hit batsmen back-to-back attempts. The Rams had the bases loaded and nobody out. This is a big opportunity for senior Clayton Reed.
Well, now there might be a change. Cerny, if he's the number 1, does not have his best stuff today. And right now, bases loaded and nobody out. And the Rams have something brewing here in the fourth. This is going to be a calm-down visit, I would say. Kind of
catch the composure.
Yeah, because you can see Cerny's a little frustrated. Obviously not been in a lot of situations like this in this season. Team that won 28 games last year, a lot of experience returning from last year, and then, of course, you come in and win 28 coming into this game. So this program not, and these kids in the last few years, not, I should say, unknown to winning.
Oh, not going to change pictures. Going to keep things the way they are as Coach Clapp will emerge from the mound and retreat back to the dugout. Rams on top 1-0. Have the bases loaded in a prime opportunity here in the top half of the fourth inning. Of course, we told you the Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Don't forget to schedule your service appointments online at FordSquare.com and check out the all-new 2013 Ford F-150s while you're there. 2014 starting to emerge. Here comes the first pitch on the way to Reeves. He'll duck out of the way. That's high and tight. 1-0.
I think with the plate jumping around on Cerny like it is here in this situation, you take till you get a strike.
Right. Has no qualms with that logic. Trip to the IHSA state finals in Joliet, of course. Silver Cross Field. Home of the Joliet Slammers of the Frontier League. Used to be the Joliet Jackhammers.
They're actually a minor league team, correct?
I think the Jackhammers were.
Okay, that's not, okay.
Or I may have that backwards, which is quite possible. I tend to do that from time to time with the bases loaded here. And Reeves will see one outside corner that just misses. 2-0.
Things are jumping around here, yonder.
I mean, it's entirely possible I have that backwards. Not that it matters, I guess. I mean, it does. Accuracy is always good, as this pitch will catch. First strike, and it's now 2-1 to Clay.
Big night at Joliet, a Star Wars night.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Wednesday is his airness night. Kids run the bases. Thursday's Mardi Gras night, then the state tournament shows up.
Mardi Gras night Thursday, huh? 2 on the count, bases loaded for Reeves, nobody out, check swing, and that's a line foul.
Watch out, Brett Barron.
Hello.
Jackhammer down.
Now, the Jackhammers from 02 to 10 were in the Northern League. Not affiliated with Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Okay. Did not know that. The Jackhammers one time managed by Wally Backman. Ooh, that's 2-2 count. Of course, Joliet Slammers, managed by Mike Brayman, I believe, who at one time was on the staff and did play here at Gateway. Was also a Red Lake College alum. Went to UK to play baseball. They do have baseball there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
They do have other sports at UK.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's not going to end well. 2-2 count. This one's going to be popped up to the right side into foul territory. The first baseman Leathers wants it. Infield fly, as it should have been, with the bases loaded.
1 out. That hurts. You feel like, Chris, in this situation, bases loaded, nobody out. If Mount Vernon scores, a lot of momentum, big hill for Bloomington to climb. If Bloomington can escape this, you feel the momentum goes to that dugout for Bloomington.
Certainly don't want a missed opportunity here. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Now we're going to have another conference, and this will yield some change.
Uh-oh.
We're at the top of the fourth inning, a 1-0 ball game. IHSA Super-Sectional at Sauget at GCS BallPark. And we're going to have a new Bloomington pitcher. With that said, we'll take a break. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting. Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back. Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. So the book all but finalized, or all but written, I should say, for Charlie Cerny. With one out here in the top of the fourth, the bases remain loaded for the Rams on top of Bloomington in your Super-Sectional by a score of 1-0.
Cerny went 3 in the third, 5 hits, 1 run earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts. He can be the loser, unless, of course, Bloomington comes back to tie it up 1-1. Still trying to figure out who the first baseman is. I see maybe a 12.
Well, 12 is Sauget, the third baseman. He stands as if he is going to be the new first baseman. Of course, it means nothing until they go back to their positions, and that's going to be the case.
Yep, Goggins goes to first.
So Cerny, the pitcher, will now be your third baseman, and he gave it a heck of an effort. I understand, was told anyway that's their ace. Of course, we don't know for sure.
Right.
Don't see much of the Big 12 in baseball anymore, now that Matt Tunes and the Apollo. Of course, the Green Wave played at Busch Stadium on Sunday against Salem, Missouri. Not Salem, Illinois. Salem, Missouri. Enrollment of 599. I know way too much about that game. Bases loaded here in the top of the fourth for Sawyer Harrison, and he will ground one. Is short going to be 2. They're going to be quick, and no, it won't. Not even be 1 as the Rams score another one on the E6.
E6, Rams score a run. First error of the day on Bloomington. Pressure starting to mount.
So a 2-0 ball game comes on the first error from the Purple Raiders. And that brings Hayden Paninsky, who has a great chance. Top of the fourth, bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0, Mount Vernon on top. Looking for a trip to Joliet. How juiced would that Rams team be? Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports so you know what hashtag juiced is all about. Just be low and away, but a strike to Paninsky, somehow all in one.
Bases still loaded.
Second Chance Auto, of course, a proud sponsor of Rams Athletics here on WMIX. Largest selection of pre-owned priced at $10,000 in one location. Now credit approval over the phone. See Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East. Wade Sports says that the short could be an easy 2. Paninsky on his horse to first. That'll get away. 1 run came in to score. Paninsky heads for second. Williams scores. And the Rams add a couple more.
Wow.
4-0.
Here's the problem with that I saw. The shortstop should have just took it himself and got to the bag and thrown the ball. He decided to go to the second baseman. The second baseman caught it, looked, and hurried to throw. It's an error. 2-run score. So if you're keeping the clock book, that would be 4 runs for Cerny. He goes out and only 1 earned.
Thanks, doesn't it?
Yep.
You're the pitcher. RBI chance still for the batter, Jake Pike, who stands in. Rams now on top 4-0 as this one's going to be fouled off the first base side. Far from over as we're almost to the halfway point of this Super-Sectional. It's an 0-1 count on Pike. Pike, of course, is 1 for 2 today. He singled and scored the lone run at the time back in the first. He popped out to second back in the third. Rams Baseball, of course, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Joe David Cummins for a commercial loan. He's the president that sits right at the front door, Community First Bank. Find out more at firstbank.net. Community First Bank, of course. Welcome back to personal banking. Airtime Friday, if the Rams can hang on, it'll be 11:45 a.m. somewhere. As it's an 0-1 count. Ooh, up and away. It even sings here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake Pike, the junior right fielder for the Rams, also played basketball for Scott Camper. Gave him a cutball nicknames throughout the year. Nails, I believe Jeff Lonnan coined them. Understand Lonnan had basketball open gym or something to that effect today. Not sure what the legalities of that are this time of year, so I don't want to call it by one thing and be wrong.
25 dates in the summer.
So it
has to happen after school starts.
Could be a possible contact date. And I don't know what they do. Is it's going to be outside again to Pike. A little high, 2-1. A lot of football teams going at it right now using those contact days.
Have to become acclimated.
Yeah. Something along those lines. Hot. Good 1 count with a runner on second. This one's going to be tomahawk high, third base side. The former pitcher will come after. Cerny will make the grab. Somehow made it. But the Rams tack on 3 here in the fourth. We're halfway home. It's 4-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. For the afternoon, it will be mostly sunny and pleasant with a high near 80. Mainly clear skies tonight, low 57. Then tomorrow, partly sunny and warm with a shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high of 82. Clouds and some sunshine for Thursday. Still a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm, high around 80. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Welcome you back to GCS BallPark in Sauget, just off of a beautiful backdrop that consists of a well-designed building as well as Interstate 255. They really did it well here when they built this yard back in 2002. It's going to be a ground ball to short to start us off from Kent France, now the pitcher, and an easy 6-3 ground out for the first out.
Nice to see Bloomington down 4 runs here in the 4th, swinging the first pitch.
Well, how about this? 3 runs on no hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on the board, in that last half inning.
So Bloomington butchered things left and right in that inning. I basically gave and have given 3 of 4 runs to Mount Vernon.
And that'll bring a left-handed bat here, the third baseman, Cerny, with the first baseman, Sauget, to follow. He'll foul, I guess. Take inside. Either way, it's a strike. Oh, I called it a strike. It's
that's what I thought.
So 0-1, as this is going to be low, and now it doesn't matter. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 out, and nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rams on top 2-2 and a 4-0. Here comes. Fouled off, and now it'll be 1-2.
That one bounced over the souvenir building and out to the parking lot.
Tony Wilt brings you scoreboard updates. We know that Tinley Park Andrew wins a super over Peoria and Notre Dame. 7-0 today. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Tony Wilt. Tell you more about Tony after the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, and there's a strikeout, the first of the day for Tyler Ellis. Now has 32 on the year. Of course, Tony wants to help you with all of your insurance needs. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. I call it a mobile business card. Tony Wilt helping you bring you scoreboards for many years now here on Rams Athletics. We appreciate Anthony. Nobody on and 2 out now for Bloomington as the Purple Raiders send up Sauget. He fouls one off. Flew out to center his last time up. 4-0 ball game. Winner goes to Joliet on Friday and Saturday. Wow. Could it be the Rams? Here comes another one. It's going to miss low. Both teams thought it went their favor on that one. It's going to be 1-1 now to Sauget. Packard, the DH, is on deck should the inning continue. Out of the stretch comes Ellis, and this one's going to be lofted foul to the right field bleachers. And it'll play go around and come to a rest under one of the picnic tables as a young man dressed in fluorescent or neon greenish yellow will go to get it. Well, on a miss, this will get away from the catcher, Young. All he has to do is throw outside the first base bag, a high throw, and matter, and you hope his ankle's okay. Has to come down awkwardly on the bag. But it gets the Rams out of the inning on back-to-back strikeouts for Ellis. Good morning, good afternoon, good night here in the 4th. We're through 4. 4-0 Rams. This is Now for the Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Carbondale, Cape Girardeau, and online at WMIXsports.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Talking about Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio, keeping us legal here on WMIX. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. We head to the top of the fifth for 2, 3, and 4 in the Ram lineup. Rams added 3 their last time up. What will they add here if they can add anything? A 4-0 super-sectional lead. It's outside of strike for Thomas, and it's quickly 0-1. Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. You're at Napa, I believe, the North 10th Street location now. One of the vice presidents to Count First. Find out more about Community First Bank at countfirstbank.net, and welcome back to Personal Banking. As it falls low for ball in the turf around the home plate, 1 ball, 1 strike to LT. Beautiful day for baseball.
Turned out to be a pretty good day for the Rams
thus far. It's Thomas looking for the 1-1 from, I believe, still France, the pitcher. Comes inside that time, and a little junk ball inside will make it 1-2. Not bad. Rams got some big breaks there. Walk, hit batsman, open up the fourth, and put the bases loaded with nobody out. And a couple of errors on his Bloomington. Here it comes. Going to miss outside on the 1-2 to the left-handed batter, and the count quickly evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brian Reynolds tuned in today. Lady Rams basketball manager telling us that everything went okay today for Lady Rams basketball.
because he was in charge.
You betcha. He'll probably be in charge of camp here next week. 2-2 coming. Oh, just misses inside. That's a full count. Thought they might ring him up.
I think a lot of people thought they would as well.
I believe Lonan's camp runs from the 10th to the 13th. The freshman actually going to another place. It's a pretty busy summer schedule for Lady Rams basketball. This is foul down the right field line. House into the seat.
Lady Rams will run that camp Monday through Thursday next week for kiddies, and then on Thursday and Friday they'll head to a freshman tournament at Salem. So the incoming freshmen will get used to kind of playing with each other. When you bring in as many kids from around the county and schools to play, you need as much time together as possible for everybody to get used to each other.
Full count, nobody on, nobody out. Thomas gets it started here in the top of the fifth. Rams on top 4-0. Waves with the changeup and misses for the first out. That would be the first strikeout today for Bloomington, and it comes at the hand of Kent France, who took over after 3 1/3 innings for Charlie Cerny, who surrendered 5 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned. Rams on top, and thus far can only be a loss for Cerny. Tyler Ellis has been in control. We'll see what the Rams can do offensively to help support that as Young will stand in. Had an RBI single his first time. Soft pop up to the pitcher his last. He'll take a breaking pitch outside for ball 1. Center fielder plays pretty well straight away in front of the 385 marker. Left fielder, right fielder pretty well in their normal positions. First baseman even with the bag. As the pitcher out of the stretch, France will come. Young's going to hit the opposite way. Could it drop down? Nope, too much hang time. Should be an easy play for Brandon Edwards. And he'll make the grab. There's your second out.
Bloomington looking for their first 1-2-3 inning. Haven't had one yet.
Of course, we'll look for a Red Lake College player of the game in this one. Red Lake College can save you thousands on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Also find out which of their more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you. Of course, Father's Day coming up. You might want to take a walk to the RLC Marketplace and step in the golf palace, see what kind of specials they have. Also a service of Red Lake College. Here comes the Menor. Steps in with 2 outs, and the base is empty, and he'll take it in the turf outside, 1-0. He walked his last time, later scored. It's what got it started. Back in a 3-run fourth, all the runs unearned in that inning. Loda awaits just outside of the on-deck circle. We await the 1-0 pitch from France. Here it comes on the stretch. Menor gets a piece of this one, lifts it high into center field on the run. Shouldn't be a problem for this team. And he will make the grab. So there go the Rams, 1, 2, 3 in the fifth, through 4.5, still 4-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. For the afternoon, it will be mostly sunny and pleasant with a high near 80. Mainly clear skies tonight, low 57. Then tomorrow, partly sunny and warm with a shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high of 82. Clouds and some sunshine for Thursday. Still a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm, high around 80. next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the order due up for Bloomington, and this one's going to be lifted down the left field line and just foul into the berm over there technically.
That's berm.
Hey, Martin, that's close.
Yeah.
Nothing to one to Packard. A loud strike off of Tyler Ellis, who's been pitching pretty well today. He's gotten some breaks. Here comes the 0-1, and it's going to be waved at and missed for 0-2. Harris Staley of County Financial, another of our fine sponsors. Tomorrow's the day anything can happen. You better be ready. Sarah Staley will help you with a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. See Sarah Staley of County Financial in Mount Vernon. What's your idea of financial security? It's 1-2 on the pitch. Bottom falls out of it. It pretty well rolls to the plate. 1 ball, 2 strike counts to Troy Packard, followed by Nick Chapman. Next one on the way. This one's going to go back down the left field line. Foul ball. It's a loud strike, even though it's already 1-2.
That was close. That ball bouncing around down there could have very well an extra basis that went foul.
This is where you're happy when you have the 3 umpire assortment. Helps out. Of course, in a field like this where you have the very vivid white line on a turf field, a little bit easier to see. So 1-2 is the count to lead off batter, the DH Trey Packard. Here it comes, and that'll bounce around 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out, nobody on. Packard followed by Chapman and Leathers. They're in the Bloomington half of the fifth. Rams on top 4-0. Swung on a miss. That's another strikeout. Back to back to back. Of course, spread over a couple innings now for Tyler Ellis, his third on the day.
Starting to get his mojo on here in the middle part of the game. 1-2 punch of Fulkerson and Ellis has been pretty devastating to teams there in the postseason.
Of course. So it is Tuesday. As the first pitch misses outside, should be enough rest for a Fulkerson to go on a Friday. Probably not enough for an Ellis to go on Friday. Would probably have to go on Saturday. We're not going to guess Tim's rotation as it's 1-1 now quickly to Chapman. Right-handed batter reached on an error his last time up. It was thrown out the plate on a 5-2, and that gave the Rams some momentum back. Now a fastball swung on a miss. It's 1-2.
Seems that Mr. Ellis has found his groove.
I would say so, sir. Nobody on, 1 out. Here comes inside. A bender that just misses and must have missed low because it was across the plate. It's 2-2. Wow. Great pitch from Ellis. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Round ball, hard hit, good. Backhanded grab by Better. Steps on the back for your second out. How much money is Colt Better at first base?
He's been solid last year and this year. You look around this group, a lot of senior, junior in the outfield, senior on the infield.
8 seniors right now.
Yeah.
For the Rams. Here comes with 2 outs. This will be Leathers.
Out of the 10 guys in the lineup with the DH, 9 of them graduate.
1-0 coming. Swung on a miss. Make it 1-1. Of course, you listen to Tim talk on the Saturday Sports Show. Every episode archived on WMIXSports.com if you've ever missed one. Based over the past years. The 1-1 comes. Shot ground ball off the mound will come Ellis. It plays him. Tries to pick it up, and that'll be the third Ram error of the day.
Well,
hasn't been easy on the turf for Tyler Ellis.
Nope. Spins, turf, whatnot. Can't make things easy right now.
As we return to the top of the order, Deion Thompson, of course, finishing that point. Tim Holloway said there's a prime opportunity for some youngsters to rise up next year, and, of course, the middle infield that many are looking forward to that would have been varsity this year had it not been for the veteran experience. As the first pitch is fouled off, it'll roll back down. Look out. 0-1.
All right, put the helmet on down there.
John Oldred action. 1 on, 2 outs here at the bottom of the fifth. Good curveball inside corner. It's quickly 0-2 to Deion Thompson. We ground into a fielder's choices last time. That was a 5-2 that got the lead runner out at home plate. The single to lead off the first inning, as this will be in the turf, 1-2. See what happens. Bottom of the fifth. Rams on top in this Super-Sectional game, 4-0. Pitch inside corner. Oh, it just misses off the plate. And the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner on first base. 4-0 Ram lead. Bottom 5, swung and a miss, and there you go. He recovers nicely, does Tyler Ellis with a fastball. 4 strikeouts in the night. We're through 5. It's still 4-0 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball on WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Carbondale, Cape Girardeau, and online at WMIXsports.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
11 minutes past the 6 o'clock hour. Of course, we took care of that a while back. Avery Barton, the man with the plan, always does a phenomenal job back at our Mount Vernon studio. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios at GCS BallPark in Sauget, driven by King City Chrysler. Your Jeep headquarters in Southern Illinois. The 2014s continue to arrive daily. See the selection at KingCityChrysler.com. A right-handed batter Flota gets it started for the Rams. On a pitch that misses well inside will be 1-0. Matthew Williams, Clayton Reeves will follow. In Tim Holloway's lineup, looking for win, I believe, career win number 192 today. Let's see. Out of the stretch will come the pitcher, France. Flota lifts it right side. It'll be well out of play. Who's going to get it? Will it be my man in the neon yellow-green? Yes. Oh, that's a Kuyava. Has to be. A very flashy color.
Excellent synopsis of camp today.
Oh, yeah?
That's a message to me.
From J.W. Line?
Yeah.
1-1. We wait for it to float. It misses outside. That's good. 1 out of the right end.
Alton Marquette beat Mattoon in the 3A Super at Chatham 2-1.
Hey, there's Tony. Tony Wilt scoreboard update. TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. He also has an office, believe it or not, brick and mortar. 42nd South Water Tower. Get you a better stay with State Farm. Sin foul, right field side across the line. No chance there for Edwards, so he gave it a heck of an effort with a nice run. Now we have to jog back to position. And the count is 2-2 to Trevor Flota, Rams senior. 3-sport athlete at Mount Vernon High School. Golfs for Quinn McClure. Played basketball, of course, as a sharpshooter for Scott Gamber, and now second baseman for Tim Holloway. 4-0 ball game here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 count for Flota. Leads it off. France, the relief pitcher. First base side of the rubber gets set out of the stretch, and this is going to be fouled off toward the bleachers. Bleachers sit behind a picnic area here at GCS BallPark, and again, one of my favorite places to come. So thankful the Rams do play here at least once. Didn't know I was going to come back a second time, but glad we have. 2-2 the count. Here comes deep low, waves with the changeup and misses. That'll be the second strikeout for France.
Good action. Nicola Valley beat Moline 5-2 in a baseball super-sectional in 4A. Moline beat Alton yesterday in the sectional final. So technically, Moline was the Southern Illinois representative in that game.
There is that.
Yeah.
That's what happens. As Williams will stand in, takes a great, well-located first pitch strike for an 0-1 count. Williams fouled out to first his first time, was plucked and scored his last time. Rams, of course, on top with 1 out, nobody on the top of the 6th to a tune of 4-0. France gets set. This one's going to be a blooper just over the glove of the second baseman. That'll be a 1-out base hit for Matthew. Wow.
6th hit of the day. Blackbird's friendly.
That is.
4-0. 6th hit of the day for the Rams. First one since the 3rd.
Blackbird's eyeing our juice box. He's not going to get him. Had a squirrel today. Bread. Guess we throw a peanut. 1 on and 1 out. We're here at the top of the bag. Got to keep tradition rolling, I suppose. Got 2 new juice boxes and a fresh bag of peanuts. We appreciate the Rams baseball boosters and the Rams baseball players, of course. As this will be in foul territory. Derek Carlin not going to go for it. Velcro, not so much.
Well, I think he was going after it until it dove off about 2 rows in front of him. He being smart, not wanting to dive over the rail with a hockey game on the night.
Those are his kids down there, actually, going to get the foul balls. So putting them to work, of course. I believe now the director of guidance at Centralia High School is Derek Carlin. 0-1 the count, 1 gone. If not, he's in the guidance department, I can't tell you that. Wife Molly, of course, taught at Mount Vernon for her first 4 years in education. Now is at Centralia. And with 1 on and 1 out, here it comes. This is going to be ripped down to the third baseman. A little bit of trouble for Cerny. Picks up finally, throws across. Reeves needs to go back and touch first base.
You do not have to. You can run through the bag at first base.
He sidestepped it completely.
E5. And again, as you pointed out and I pointed out, the turf has really caused Bloomington problems fielding more so than the Rams today. First and second on the second error of the day, or third error of the day for Bloomington. Both teams with 3 errors apiece.
So with 2 on and 1 out, the top of the 6th, the Rams threaten again, looking to try to preserve and pay the pass to, start to say Peoria, to Joliet. Of course, they have it.
Johnson, Joliet.
I think that's what we're going to run with. 2 on and 1 out for Harrison. Shows butt, lays it down to the third base side of the mound. Could be triple for France. Off the back foot, fires to first. And that'll be 1-3 on the sacrifice.
Yep, 2 outs. Runners in scoring position for Hayden Czerwinski,
who has grounded into, I believe, a 1-6-3. 6-4 with an error. Wow. So he's been able to spread around the yard into some leather. 4-0 game, 2 runs, both in scoring position on board here for the Rams at the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Pike arrives, emerges into the on-deck circle. France trying to get Bloomington out of the inning. Fires the first pitch for a strike.
His job, France, is to keep it at 4-zip. You get any more runs, and you start making reservations.
Well, nothing to want to count. The Rams could use some insurance here. Here we get on the 0-1 pitch from France, and this is going to be outside 1-1. Of course, Rams Baseball brought to you courtesy of some fine booster sponsors like All Stars and Stitches. They do apparel, banners, plaques, signs, screen printing, you name it. They do our banners and signs here at WMIX Sports. See Big Dave and the crew at All Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. That, of course, being the 618 area code. As the 1-1 is going to be fouled down the third base line in between Tim Holloway and Matthew Williams. It will be 1-2 to Hayden.
I think a quiet but stunned crowd below us to the left for Bloomington. I don't think they felt like this was going to happen nor make 3 errors in the game. Kind of stunned to our left.
Very silent, eerie crowd. 1-2 the count, 2 aboard. The runners are at second and third for Hayden Paninsky. Down in the count, 1-2, 2 gone in the 6th. Rams hanging on to a 4-0 lead. Paninsky gets a piece of it. Could be trouble if it gets down. On the run will be Edwards, and Nixon's going to get down for a base hit. 2 more will score. Paninsky's around second. He'll stay put with a 2 RBI double, and it's 6-0 Mount Vernon.
Wow. Another hit, 7th of the day. Peoria, past Peoria going to Joliet, looking really good for the Rams right now.
Wow. 6-0 your score. The Rams on top of 2 more runs here in the top of the 6th. And Hayden Paninsky, a 2 RBI double to keep it in scoring position for another RBI chance for the top of the order with Jake Pike. Rams Baseball, of course, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Bank, and they keep it simple. Remember, after I see as Pike gently taps one foul with the screen. For a 0-1 count. Will the Rams be super here in Sauget? We'll find out. Top of the 6th, 6-0 lead for Tim Holloway's orange and black crew. We're in our usual uniforms today. They pretty well ditched those grays as Pike lifts one, but fouled. Giddy up. Drill. Pike's hit a pair this year. Beyond the fence.
He jacked that one pretty good. Got over the Grizzly girl down there, whatever that's called.
Something along those lines.
Something down there, whatever that's called.
I can see far, not that far.
Baseball's best grill.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
You're right. As Pike will turn into strike 3. It's called on the inside corner to the left-hander. for the Rams. Add a pair more here in the 6th through 5.5, 6-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball, powered by the First Bank.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management, so put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Back to the bottom of the 6th for Bloomington, trailing 6-0 in your IHSA Super-Sectional from Sauget. It'll be Roman Byzantine, Brandon Edwards, and Kent France in the Raider lineup. Hard hit ground ball up the middle, and now what you want to see if you're the Rams, the leadoff single here.
Well, it's only the second hit of the day for Bloomington, and through the middle part of the order one last time, hopefully.
That'll bring in Brandon Edwards with a runner on and nobody out. Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Joanne Joy for a residential or commercial loan. Community First Bank has 5 Jefferson County branches. That's more than anyone else. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. As the first pitch to the lefty, Brandon Edwards is going to miss outside. It's 1-0. He's ground out to second and third today, 0-2. Super-Sectional action for GCS BallPark. Has a high fastball swung on a miss. It's 1-1. So Byzantine led off the inning with a first pitch single. Of course, the tying run still a ways away here for the Purple Raiders. As the next pitch, the change up high, then smacked down foul into the right field goalpost. That's 1-2.
Ellis coming in this inning has 60 pitches after 5. So he, as of now, looking good to go for the rest of the way, which is the hope.
See what happens on the 1-2. The pitcher, Ellis, prefers the stretch. Third base side of the rubber, tap, foul to stay alive for Brandon Edwards. Stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. As a pitch to the tally. Runner on first for the Purple Raiders. They trail the Rams here 6-0. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 3 left the board for Bloomington. Get to the Rams details in a moment as the pitch moves outside. It's 2-2. 6 runs unofficially on 8. 6 hits. I don't know. I messed up my book, my friend. That's
7 hits.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon.
Not been my friend today. All right. You still are. Restaurant wasn't.
Oh, no.
It will be again here soon. Full count offering is going to be fouled back, and a great at-bat here for Brandon Edwards with a runner on.
Sense of urgency for the Purple Raiders. Double-barrel action in their bullpen and a couple of right-handers. Their bench players or players, starters also, on the step of the dugout.
As this one's going to be lifted into center. On the run to get it left center field is Landon Sobbs. Makes a gunning, cannon-like throw over to first base. No chance of doubling off, but there's your first out. I can't for the life of me remember what I was getting ready to do. That's okay. How about Second Chance Auto? Proud to be Rams Booster sponsors. Get your credit approved over the phone at Second Chance without even leaving your home. Pick up the phone, dial 244-4582. That's 4582. No fancy sales gimmicks, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East. In Mount Vernon, the first pitch to France is fouled off. Alliteration for you.
Lady Rams coach Jeff Lonan,
JW,
checking in, saying get this out, get out of this inning.
We agree. Good pitch across the plate. It's 0-2. J.W. Lonan, head coach of Lady Rams basketball. Your South of a chance this year. This is going to be a pitch blooped, but stays up. And a good play by Reeves to get the second out.
I'll tell you what,
turns into a liner.
Hard-hit baseball today by Bloomington, but it seems that Mount Vernon has been everywhere where that ball's been hit. And again, you have to mention the JV coach, Denny Clark, who's been out scouting for the Rams ahead of time, looking ahead, possible opponents.
They put him to work. There's no doubt about that. Denny, of course, a great baseball mind, won some state trophies with the Rome Hornets at grade school levels, did a fine job at the JV along with Scott Cameron. It's quickly 0-2. There's a first pitch strike, and now Cerny fouls off another one. Struck out his last time, but a runner on and 2 outs to the bottom of the sixth. And it's a 6-0 lead. Used to the Rams being home, except for one time in the postseason. This is the second time today. Hard hit ground ball. Williams will come to field it. Cerny slowed around to first. So 6-3 after a leadoff single. Down in order go the Raiders. It's still 6-0 through 6. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for the top of the 7th. Rams on top of Bloomington 6-0. There'll be Thomas Young and Colton Metter here for Tim Holloway's Rams looking for their first trip to the Final Four.
Trophy.
That's an easier way to say it.
This is trophy hunt. If you win today, you get a plaque, and after that, you're guaranteed a trophy.
What you like? The first baseball trophy in school history is the 1-0. It's waved at and missed. Almost looks silly there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Landon Thomas, senior center fielder headed to Win Lake next fall. Not ready to see the career come to an end, and the Rams with a 6-0 lead as long as nothing superiorly bad happens in the bottom half of the 7th. Should be on their way to Joliet. Lifted left field on the run is Leathers, and he'll make a shoestring catch except drop it.
Long strike.
That's going to break. Yep.
Ho, 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 ho.
You all right there, Chief?
Yeah, just went north last weekend. Go north again. Won't go as far north.
That's a long drive.
It is a long drive. I did the long drive last weekend.
Long jaunt.
You know the game's getting close to the end because Scott Gamber is pacing.
Yes, he is. 1-2 coming. Swung on the miss by Thomas, and there's your first out. So 3 strikeouts now for France in relief. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports, of course. We owe you. We'll get you a scoreboard update later, but we'll say that Tony Wilt State Farm Insurance brings you the scoreboard updates all season long, has brought them to you. 42nd South Water Tower, worldwide at TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Oh, 1 out, nobody on now for Colin Young as he had an RBI double to get it going. As of right now, the game winner, as he takes a strike on the outside corner for 0-1. This, get that, get this. We're getting it done. 0-1 the count. Here comes Colin. Takes it outside. A bender that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, darn. May need your help on something here in a minute. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Here comes Young. Taps 1 left side. Cerny, the third baseman, picks it up. Manages to throw over to first for your second out, 5-3.
What prison break was in Joliet? What are you talking about?
Oh, can't remember the email we used for something. Can't remember if it's 94 or WMIX.
Yeah, 94.
Then change that. Good.
Should be.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, George is up to bat. By George, Tom Fulkerson means Colton Metter. 2 outs and nobody on. Hey, hi, George. I'll be going to bounce around for a ball. Gets away from the catcher. He'll go get it. We're going to do some exciting things with the Rams win today on social media and our WMIXSports.com. Special imaging as the 1-0 misses outside to Colt. A right-handed first baseman gets ahead here. 1-0. Of course, Avery Barton is the man with the plan on most of that.
Mm-hmm. Going to give him something to do while he's back in the studio.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes. Here it comes. Outside. 3-0 down to Colton. It's the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven all season long by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, all year long. So, pretty long year for WMIX Sports, just the way we like it. We don't like time off.
Mm-mm.
Even if we do, we don't. Here comes the 3-0. 5 top, deep center. Byzantine on the run. Gets set. Will make the grab. So in order to go to the Rams here in the 7th. It'll be last chance for Bloomington coming up. 6-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Your future is calling. With a GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Last chance, 7th for Bloomington, or the Rams are going to be headed to Joliet. This is the first pitch, lined by the right-hander. Right field side, it's a fair ball. Pike can't find it, needs some help. Gets to the wall, at the base, he'll pick it up, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Jacob Sauget.
Only 3rd hit of the game for Bloomington. That ball ends up where the stands jut out behind the bullpens down the right field line. I mean, it just got inside the foul line. Actually, would be the fair line in this case. And then Pike up past Pike with the indentation, but of course, as you mentioned, the tying run's still well in the dugout.
That it is. Tyler Ellis is looking for win number 8, but the most important win of his Ram career as they get more important. Each game out, a first pitch strike. Now to Trey Packard. Nick Chapman to follow, barring any changes in the Bloomington lineup here in the bottom of the 7th. As Tyler will step off of the rubber and look back at that runner. Look at bounce with Matthew Williams. 6-0, Rams on top, looking for a trip to the Final Four and a guaranteed trophy at the state level. If they can claim the Sauget Super-Sectional. Pitch on the outside corner this time to Packard.
You just throw strikes right now.
Just throw strikes and try to get outs. Among one of the first radio stations in Southern Illinois with sports on the air this fall, will be the last one in the South to leave the air this summer. Here it comes. So I'm going to miss, and that is going to be a throw down the first and a drop third strike, let the runner go, and that's going to be strikeout number 5. Mm-hmm. So the first run of the game is on third, possibly, if they can get him across the plate for Bloomington. Bottom half of the 7th, if you're just joining us, the Rams on top of the Purple Raiders, 6-0 in your IHSA 3A Super-Sectional. Tyler Ellis trying to shut it down with a complete game effort. Now with an out on the board, here comes the right-hander. Sharp hit ground ball, backhanded by Colton Better. The run will score, but Bloomington's down to their final out on the RBI ground out.
Yeah. At this point, let that run score.
Oh, my. Holy cow.
History in the making.
And we've been here for all 40 games thus far. Will there be 41? The Rams are down away with the bases empty. A 6-1 ball game. Oh, let's see. 6-1 as the right-hander Leathers will stand in. Here comes the pitch on the way, and this is going to be low. Here comes the pitch outside. 3-0 now. Hitters count to Connor Leathers. Sacrificed in the 3rd. Reached on an error back in the 5th. Now trying not to be the final out of the Bloomington season, as this will be a strike on the outside, 3-1. The Rams are juicing the dugout. Hashtag Rams Rock. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. 3-1 misses outside. Still a ways away from the tying run, but you don't want to mess too much with fire, as it'll be the top of the order with Deion Thompson. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Will we be packing our bags for Joliet? Find out. Thomas, center fielder, playing somewhat shallow. And this will be a curveball inside corner from Ellis to Thompson, who struck out once today, his last time up. Bloomington down to their final out with 2 outs and a runner on first, bottom of the 7th. Will this do it? Ground ball to Williams, picks up, fires high. The Rams are super. They will head to Joliet for their first trophy in baseball. In the long career of MVTHS baseball, the Rams will get their first trophy. They are Super-Sectional champions here at Sauget. The Rams are super. We'll wrap it up with our post-game show as the Rams win this one by a score, I believe, of 6-1. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We'll wrap it up with our Schmidt Chevrolet post-game show after this. This is Rams Baseball. Stay bound for WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Fuel economy could not be more affordable. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square in Mount Vernon. The 2013 Ford Fiesta and Ford Focus are a dynamic duo of high miles per gallon. Right now, you will find a Ford Fiesta 4-door with an automatic transmission ready to get you 39 miles per gallon highway and for less than $15,000 plus tax, title, and license. Your pocketbook wins twice, saving out the door and at the pump. Wow. Or how about 38 miles per gallon in a 4-door 2013 Ford Focus? Drive away in the Ford Focus for $16,435 when you finance through Ford Motor Credit. Saving at the pump doesn't have to come at a premium. Browse our inventory at FordSquare.com or come see one of our associates at Ford Square Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
When you hear the warm, inviting sound of a crackling fire, what comes to mind? A rustic campground? A cozy cabin? How about the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center? Our new family lounges feature a lot of comforts you might not expect. Things like this. No, that's not a babbling brook or serene stream out in the countryside. It's a 2-story waterfall located right here at Good Samaritan. And that's not the only way we're raising the bar for patient comfort. We've added lush healing gardens, as well as wall after wall of beautiful artwork, all designed to create the perfect healing atmosphere. And if all this sounds like music to your ears, we encourage you to check us out. Chances are, we're not too far from where you are right now.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
The Rams are super. 6-1 your final. They win the IHSA 3A Super-Sectional here at GCS BallPark in Sauget. The first such title in Rams baseball lore, and they will head to Joliet this weekend for their first trophy. The Rams will have Joliet Catholic on Friday at noon. We'll have the pregame at 11:45. Maybe earlier, we'll let you know. Here on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. And wow, the Rams assured of at least a trophy. And for a team that, you hate to say this on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, with their selection available online at SchmidtChevrolet.com. A group of kids that has no idea they weren't supposed to go this far. They have never trailed in the postseason. They have led all 5 games from start to finish in the postseason against Terrence, Centralia, Effingham, Triad, and Bloomington. And for South 7 school, you beat the Big 12. You go to state. I mean, these kids just don't know
I mean, I know they understand it now. They get 2 more games to play. We get 2 more games to broadcast. I mean, it's unbelievable. Run the bases has begun, but future Rams running the bases now out here. But, I mean, this is an exciting accomplishment, and they're not done. I mean, at this point, why you go through the thing in 3 words, why not us? Go up there and take on Joliet Catholic Academy. What are you going to lose? Go up there and take on Grays Lake or Wheaton St. Francis. Go take a run at it, see what you can do. Well, you're this far, go for it.
And not to take away from that point, I just have to smile and get a lighthearted laugh to the front runner.
Yeah, Little McClure had the front runner. He was out there on the field first. He led the jaunt.
Wow. 6-1 your final. The Rams are Super-Sectional champs, and they will head to Joliet again. Noon first pitch on Friday, weather permitting. Up at Joliet, they'll take on the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers.
Yes. Wow. Hilltoppers, baseball history, and we'll go recent. Won the state title in 94. Finished second in 2000, second in 04, third in 08, first in 09, fourth in 10. Won the regional the last 2 years, of course, in state now. And they are a member, and I got to get looking here as I flip around via the internet. They have been a dominant football school as well, and that's the thing about Joliet Catholic, is they are obviously a private school of 712 multiplier. In fact, they are 1,174. So the school of only 712 from the East Suburban Catholic Conference. And when you talk about the East Suburban Catholic Conference, you're playing Nazareth Academy, Bennett Academy, Marion Catholic, Chicago Mount Carmel, Chris Hugo's favorite from the Centray Holiday Tournament, Chicago Maris. Yep. St. Viator High School and Notre Dame Prep. So a lot of private schools in this, obviously the East Suburban Catholic Conference. You go in as the underdog. You've been the underdog for about the last 2 or 3 games. Who cares? Go in there and take your chances. More on that as we move along.
That's all I can pretty well say. You summed it up nicely. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, of course, Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland, and it'll go 2 more games. Of course, Community First Bank, 5 Pearson County branches, more than anyone else. Responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Banking made simple. Welcome back to personal banking at Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams here on WMIX. Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Need to run down your Heartland County postgame numbers.
Mount Vernon, 6 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 4 left on base. Bloomington, 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors, 5 left on base. Tyler Ellis, your winning pitcher. Charlie Cerny, your losing pitcher. The Rams set the record for most wins in a season with 31. And win today 6-1, and they're jaunting to Joliet this weekend in the Class 3A state tournament.
Hashtag juice. Find out what that means.
Yeah.
On the Twitterverse. You can check out our Twitter page at twitter.com/WMIX Sports. It'll be up on Facebook in a moment and on WMIXSports.com a little bit later. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. The Rams win the Super 6-1 over Bloomington. We'll tell you more about it when we come back. We'll also get you a Red Lake College player of the game. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm meteorologist John Fear. Look at your next rad weather. Partly cloudy tonight. Low down to 60. Then for tomorrow, partly sunny. A shower thunderstorm around in the afternoon. The high up near 80. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Low down to 62. Then Thursday, variably cloudy. A shower thunderstorm in the area. Still warm. The high up near 80. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. It is your super edition of the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. The Rams win the Super-Sectional here at Sauget at GCS BallPark over the Gateway. Uh-oh. That's great. How about the Gateway Grizzlies?
Tim Holloway got
just get
something. Shaving cream.
He's not going to be happy about that.
No, but he'll deal with it.
Yeah, he will. You know what? Maybe he'll loosen up today.
I think you could just, I mean, it's like a celebratory kind of thing down there, but, they're going to circle. I see Colin Young and Colton Metter sitting on a Gatorade bucket. That's not going to end well. You got to keep all the little kiddies quiet. But you could see people walking around and a lot of hugs and handshakes on the orange and black side going, did we really just get to Joliet?
It appears they did. And, of course, those numbers. Okay, hold on. Hugo's, first of all, over 6.
He's looking, guys.
Now,
go the other way.
And now I'm overexcited. My question for you, sir, have we taken a break?
I don't know. I'm too. Now they got him. Now they got the little kids figured out. Oh, watch this.
Talk for a little bit.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I tried to get it on video and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, that's okay. We did
take a break.
Yeah, we did.
Did we give the Heartland? We did. Heartland Accounting Course, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. Whoa. That's Heartland Accounting. Of course, we owe a Red Lake College player of the game.
The whole team.
There you go.
I mean, at this point, it's a team effort. You get to do it. You get to go on. At this point, you get 2 more games. I mean, you just can't be nothing but happy right now.
No doubt about that. So the Rams are super. They head to Joliet, where they
play Joliet Academy.
We'll play the Hilltoppers, Joliet Catholic. We'll have that game for you on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Noon first pitch, 11:45 pregame on Friday. That pregame could shift a little earlier. We'll let you know if it does. But, of course, you can stay up to date on the social media or on the air. But social media, Facebook.com/WMIXSports. We encourage you to check that out, as well as our Twitter page, Twitter.com/WMIXSports, or WMIXSports.com, where Avery Barton, our graphic guy, has created some special backgrounds for you to peruse. As the Rams are headed to the Final Four this Friday. Super-Sectional win. Danny, any final thoughts?
Just an amazing time. I mean, the opportunity to go to state at the high school level, at this level, I mean, this is amazing. It's going to be a celebration, a party. You can worry about the weekend, whatever coming up, and boy, it's going to be nice to head north on Friday. It's supposed to be 69 degrees, no rain. Saturday, 73 up north. It's going to be a good weekend in Joliet. Win, lose, or draw for the Rams. They're going to bring back a trophy to put in the trophy case at Mount Vernon High School.
A trophy case that has needed some company over the past few years. The Mount Vernon Rams baseball team will come home with their first Saturday night or Sunday morning. The Rams in action on Friday. We told you noon, 11:45 pregame. You're on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton back in our Mount Vernon studio. And for all of the Mount Vernon Rams baseball team, #Juice. Don't forget that on Twitter. I'm Chris Hugo. Remind you of the final score on behalf of our sponsors. We all thank you for listening to the Super-Sectional game on WMIX. The final score: the Mount Vernon Rams 6, the Bloomington Purple Raiders 1. So long from Sauget.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at WMIXSports.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music, WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXSports.com.